Home Show. Robin from Champion Forest has a dirty deck.
Indeed. And the problem started, Tom, when she painted it. Robin writes to us, it was a pre-treated wood deck. And she says, I painted it with acrylic latex porch and patio paint and sealed it with a clear sealer. Water stands on it until I sweep it off, and it gets stains from debris and birds and bugs, and it always looks dirty, and that's not what I was going for. How do I prevent this from happening, Tom?
Well, if you read the question or listen to the question that you just read me, she has debris and leaves and bird droppings. You'd have to put this on the moon not to have those things. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Decks will get those things, and to stop it would be impossible. So a deck, whether it's painted, whether it's raw, whether it doesn't look as dirty under one form, because raw wood is so different colored that you can get dirty without you noticing as much. But when you paint something, it's a solid color. You'll notice the dirt spots more because there's no differentiation in the colors and the tones and the grains and things like that. So it's a matter of you're going to have to wash it regularly. There's no doubt about it. I would just get a push broom, some laundry detergent and water, and once in a while just spread it out and just you're going to have to just brush the whole deck nice and clean, hose it off, and try to stay on top of it. But it's going to be constant maintenance because it's the whole world that's dumping on your deck. It's just the bottom line. And today in the Houston area, and she's Champion Forest, our air quality is not the greatest, and there's a lot of pollution in the air too, which causes a lot of black sooty look on a lot of things. A lot of people notice it. They'll notice on their cars, things like that. And that's just what's in the air with all the traffic, and it's a big city. It's just part of living in the city. So that's what you're going to have to do to keep the deck clean. It's not going to be painted and stay clean for years. It's just not going to work that way, especially a surface that's a walking surface and a horizontal surface where everything collects on it, as opposed to a wall where it gets washed with the rain and it doesn't really sit on there.
So it's not a matter that it's I guess it's the contributing factors. It's a solid color, so it shows everything.
You notice it.
Yeah, whereas on a wood grain, it might get a little lost in there or look more natural. And then she not only painted it, but she doubled down with the sealer on top of the paint.
Yeah, and the one thing I can say about that, because I don't know what the sealer is, if it's an oil-based sealer, it will turn black when it gets wet because of the vegetable oils. It'll grow mold, which has to be cleaned regularly. I'm hoping it was a water-based, like a clear acrylic. That won't happen. But the other thing is, Charlie,
I edited that part. I'm sorry, I should have left that in because I have to edit some of these down for length so we can just.
They get kind of long. I've seen some of them.
So she says it was a deck sealer. It was a deck paint that she used.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's a water base or if it's a water base or an oil base. Oil based paints turn black.
She bought them at the
Whether
depot.
It's a deck paint, but it has to be either a water base is what you want. And then she puts something on top. It has to be a water base too. I hope it was. But here's the other thing, and this goes, and you're a car guy, and I know you bought a car that I probably wouldn't have chose the color. She's got a dark red. That's a pretty intense red. And the darker the color, the dirtier things look. If you get a white car and a black car, that black car will look dirtier before the white car will, just because you notice stuff on that intense, deep color more. So it has a lot to do with coloring too, how much you notice it. And I know you have a black car.
I don't have a black car. No, I don't.
What
In
color is
fact, it's kind of it's actually Daytona gray.
But it's that's right.
With a pearlescent flip flop in it too. So
I was thinking maybe it's Chad's car is black. Nobody's black out there.
Chad's car is black, and
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Friends don't tell friends to buy black cars.
My daughter wanted one. I ended up buying it for her, and I said, "You're going to be sorry," and she was.
I'll tell you something else. My dad told me, we're in the market for a hole in the highway we can throw money into, an RV, right?
Yes.
You can't get.
They don't fit in the car wash, by the way.
No, they don't. But it'd be good exercise, right? But but here's the thing on that, color-wise. I wanted a silver one because I thought you won't see road chips and stuff like that. And my father, he's been in the car business before I was a twinkle in his eye. So he knows the cars backward and forward. He says, do not buy a silver one because silver is a horrible color to have because it's the one that oxidizes the fastest. Don't do
That
it.
could be.
And so anyway, so that's the
You know,
that's
I
the
had
problem.
a K5 Blazer that was a gray silver, and that paint just left. It looked like it went
It
through
cooked. That's
re-entry.
what he said. Yeah, it cooks.
Yeah.
And so don't do
Wow.
it. But she didn't paint her deck with a silver color, so that's good. Something there.
No,
but, anyway,
it's a
so,
dark red.
right. But the bottom line is she's going to have to make maintenance a regular regimen, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
No. No, and then if you need a really deep cleaning, but a soft cleaning, call Sunny Power Washer, Pressure Washer, and have them do it. But
That's a
she's
great
going to
idea.
have to do this regularly because it sounds like she's very particular, and I understand that because I'm kind of anal and very particular too. I'll wash things once a week sometimes outside just because I don't want them. I hate the way they look dirty. So
Well, and to your point, don't take a pressure washer to it because when they come out, they're
No.
going to soft wash that thing. You take a pressure washer to it and you think it's ugly when it gets dirty. Wait till part of the paint is chipped off. So,
well, that's true. Yeah,
yeah,
don't do
so
that.
Sunny Power Washing is one of our many home show pros that you can find at HomeShowRadio.com. They're right there on the homepage. And that's the same place you find the Ask Tom button where we get your questions. You want to send one in. We'd love to do a video like this for you. We'll send it back to you. We'll post it just like this at our YouTube channel, Facebook, and, of course, HomeShowRadio.com.